to the cloud, right? Okay, very good. Step one, I did the first thing. Okay, my name is Sharon Sax. I am the Vice Sholom in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and I am pinch hitting for Carol Weinshell. As I told Carol and Debbie, I'm like the third string quarterback. So I just came off the practice squad. Carol did all the research and she also wrote the script. And we're going to quickly go through this program so we can conclude before Shabbat. Services do start tonight at 4:10. So we have about 20 minutes. So in learning about Hanukkah around the world, we've been to Paris, Guam, Guadalcanal, and in person at Rodeph Sholom, traveled to Hawaii, and tonight to the Philippines. While each location hasn't always provided information on Hanukkah, we've learned the history of Jews and their experiences there. The history of the Philippines is probably one that is familiar to Rabbi Leon, who unfortunately is not able to join us. But it would be familiar because so many crypto Jews in their quest for religious freedom fled to the Philippines. The Rodriguez brothers were two such men, and along with other Jewish settlers were convicted and imprisoned. That was in the late 1500s. In 1870, the first permanent Jewish settlement began with the Levy brothers from Alsace-Lorraine, again, men who were escaping persecution, but this time in the aftermath of the Franco-Prussian War. Businessmen that they dealt in jewelry, general merchandise, pharmaceuticals, and eventually automobiles. Leopold Kahn from the Alsace region joined them, and together they worked to establish business in the Philippines. With the opening of the Suez Canal in 1869, and now a direct trade route from Europe, trade grew. Eventually, Jews from Turkey, Syria, and Egypt joined our small group, and the population was close to 50. When the US took control in 1898, the Jewish community became a reality. The US military came to the Philippines and many remained after their deployment. Familiar names, although maybe not to us, were Emil Bachrach and Morton Netzorg. Being the first American Jew to settle there, the temple and its hall are thus named Temple Emil and Bachrach Hall. All was going quite well for the Jewish community. The people were successful, wealthy, and the population was close to 500. Then in the 1930s, Jews fled Nazi persecution in Europe and went to Shanghai and eventually to the Philippines. Refugees were coming in larger numbers, overwhelming the small community of Manila, and then Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. All of a sudden, the Jews who had provided refuge for those persecuted by the Nazis were now facing a similar situation by the Japanese. Anti-Semitism was rampant, and the German Jews were put in charge of the other Jews who were now suffering at the hands of other Jews and being oppressed. Jews were killed by the Japanese forces that occupied the Philippines. There were only 250 European Jewish refugees left out of the 600 by the end of 1948. And yet over 1,300 refugees were saved from the Holocaust in Europe. The temple was destroyed, and once again, we saw different people coming to the aid of others when the Philippines was liberated. Both US and Filipino soldiers aided in the rebuilding of the temple. As of 2011, Manila boasted 700 families, and the only synagogue, Beit Yaakov, became the Chabad house. With a little history of the Jews in the Philippines, we think you'll enjoy this brief video on Hanukkah in the Philippines, followed by a few pictures to give you a perspective of the Philippines. So now, the true test. So see if you're going to all be able to see the video. Let's see. Okay.
Am I the only one who can't hear this?
Oh, ooh, shoot.
I can't hear it.
No one
No
can hear it?
sound.
No
No
sound.
sound.
But did you see
Oh.
the video but no sound? Is that what happened? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for saying something. Hang on a second. Let me see. Remember what I did?
No, I wasn't here
You
before.
weren't watching. Okay. So I thought it said, hold on one second. All right. While I'm looking that up, I'm going to show you some of the pictures. Did someone say, yeah, someone did say no sound. I'm sorry about that. Okay. I did get it to work before when I tested it with Carol. So let's see.
Under the audio. No.
Here?
Yeah.
No, that's what I tried before. Okay, so. Uno momento.
And share screen advanced tab. You have an advanced tab.
Yeah.
Click the advanced
I
tab
do.
and click computer audio options.
No, there isn't. All right, I'm going to try it one more time. Let's see if I can go to share screen. Boy, I'm really fumbling here.
Share screen advanced tab, select video.
Here we go. Can anyone hear that?
Okay.
Guys, so get back to our
Yes.
channel, the Team Hoover Vlogs. So today is the first day of Hanukkah. So we are in the Philippines, first night of Hanukkah. So here is our menorah. We call this menorah. It has 8 candles because it's first night. We only got 1 candle. And this is the serving candle. Yes, shimash. They call it shimash. So we already had our dinner, and I'm gonna show you the videos and the food that I cook in our first nights of Hanukkah.
Reset. Record.
This is supposed to go in. Okay, so yay, we finally got it working. That was good. Took a little bit. Let me, I want to close this out now. That worked. All right. Yeah, that was good. Okay, let me go to our PowerPoint that Carol put together for us. So I'm going to share my screen one more time. Can everyone see the screen?
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
here's a map of the Philippines. Carol put the arrow here to point out where Manila is. And it really looks like a metropolitan city, as tall buildings, and looks like it's what we would think of as maybe a small metropolitan city. Here's a picture of the old synagogue that eventually was destroyed. And here are some children lighting the menorah. And I said to Carol, it looks like they're all in uniform. So I guess that was the norm then. And here is the new synagogue, not rebuilt, but brand new synagogue, which was easier to get to, and ironically near the Saudi embassy. And here is the inside of that Beit Yaakov. That's the largest synagogue that Carol had mentioned in the notes there. And this is in Manila, and it's a Sephardic synagogue. And I did it out of order. I was supposed to now show you the YouTube, but we already did the YouTube video. And I am now going to show you my quote for the day, as we've been doing. We are night 6. Okay. And I'm going to share my screen one more time. And here's the quote for night 6. Just as Hanukkah candles are lighted one by one from a single flame, so the tale of the miracle is passed from one man to another, from one house to another, and to the whole house of Israel throughout the generations. And this is Rabbi Judah Leon Magnus. Okay, so I am going to, we're going to do the raffle.
Do the raffle.
And Marcy here is going to do the raffle. I was going to have Shayna pick one out, but
Might eat it.
she might eat them. Yeah. Jackie Garelick.
Yay.
It's not there. All right. Well, we're gonna still let her win the prize. So when she comes back, we'll let her know. So I have one note here from Debbie reminding everyone that tomorrow is the last in-person Shabbat at the synagogue. The building will be closed mostly for the better part of January and February. The office will have, a few people in here and there. But the after services tomorrow for Kiddush, Debbie has ordered some more latkes, and there'll be some other Hanukkah goodies there. So that's at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Also tomorrow night, the Hanukkah around the world will be at 7 p.m. on our Cantor Nima will be taking us to Tunisia tomorrow night. And the last night 8, Sunday night, we'll meet again at 7:00 p.m. and we will travel to Alaska. So happy Hanukkah to all. And Carol's message is that there's so much more information on the Philippines that there will be a special coffee and conversation in the winter. So she asks you all to stay tuned. Jackie, welcome back. And you missed that you won the raffle.
I'm so sorry. My daughter called. She's just starting a cruise, so I had to take it. They called
Not
to say
to the
goodbye.
Philippines though, right?
No, and not to Tunisia either.
Not to Tunisia either. Well, you won the gift card.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we didn't do the, yes, thank you. Erica, the candle lighting. And then,
Everybody join me. It can be
Erica and
everybody join
Nima.
me because it's almost Shabbat. Okay.
Right,
Let's
because
help
it's
me
4:04.
sing. Everybody join me. Join singing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam
Asher tikshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu
Lehavnei Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisi avoteinu bayamim ha'adim. Happy Hanukkah.
Very nice. Billy, you're not lighting candles while you're driving, I'm hoping. All right, everyone. Oh, and did you get Joe? Joe is on. I'm just going to take a screenshot so Carol knows everyone who was in attendance tonight, or else I'll be neglectful of my duties.
Okay, happy
Sharon,
Hanukkah.
you did a
Shabbat
great job,
shalom.
Sharon.
Thank
Great
you.
job,
Thank
Sharon.
you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
very good, Sharon. Thank you.
Thank you. I know, third string, but that's okay. All right, we'll see you all
It
tomorrow
worked
night.
for us.
Okay, good.
Thank
And
you.
tomorrow night, starring Cantor Nima at 7 o'clock.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Happy
Okay,
Good night,
thank you.
everyone.
Happy Hanukkah.
Shabbat
Nighty night.
shalom.
Shabbat
Yes,
shalom.
happy Hanukkah, Shabbat shalom.